Most people think student loans are something you just slowly pay off for 10 to 20 years and hope for the best. But here's the truth no one tells you. The system is designed to keep you paying longer than you actually need to. And if you're only making minimum payments, you could end up paying almost double the original loan amount. The biggest mistake you need to avoid is treating your student loan like a fixed life sentence instead of a flexible financial problem you can actively solve. In this video, you're going to learn 10 creative, realistic, and proven ways to pay off your student loans much faster. Not theory. Not hype. Actual strategies people use to cut years off their debt and save thousands in interest. And here's what makes this important. If you apply even 2 or 3 of these strategies, you could potentially become debt-free years earlier than planned. Now stay with me, because the first strategy alone is something most people completely ignore. Let's start. The first method is something called aggressive payment stacking. Most people make one monthly payment and move on. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of treating all your debt equally, you focus extra money on the smallest or highest interest loan first, while paying minimums on the rest. Imagine someone named Jake has 3 loans. One is small, one is medium, one is large. Instead of spreading money evenly, Jake attacks the smallest loan first with every extra dollar he can find. Once that loan disappears, he rolls that payment into the next one. This creates momentum. And momentum is everything when you're dealing with debt. But here's the problem. Most people don't stick with it because they don't see results fast enough. That's why the next strategy fixes that psychological issue. The second method is refinancing your student loans. This means replacing your current loan with a new one that has a lower interest rate. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Even a small drop in interest rate can save you thousands over time. For example, if Alex has a 7% interest rate and refinances to 4%, he is not just saving money. He is shortening the total life of the loan. That means less time in debt and more freedom. But you have to be careful. Some people refinance and accidentally extend their loan term, which can cancel out the benefit. So always focus on both interest rate and repayment timeline. Now let's move to something even more powerful. The third strategy is bi-weekly payments instead of monthly payments. Most people don't realize this simple shift can shave months or even years off their loan. Here's how it works. Instead of paying once per month, you split your payment in half and pay every 2 weeks. This results in one extra full payment every year without feeling like a huge burden. Now here's the psychological trick. Because each payment feels smaller, your brain resists it less. And that means consistency goes up. And consistency beats intensity every time when it comes to debt repayment. But here's the next level most people miss. The fourth method is using windfalls strategically. Windfalls are unexpected money like tax refunds, bonuses, gifts, or side income spikes. Let's say John gets a tax refund of $1,200. Most people spend it instantly. But if John puts that directly into his student loan, he could reduce months of future payments. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you commit in advance that every unexpected income goes straight to debt, you remove temptation completely. That's a game changer. Let's keep going. The fifth method is starting a small side income specifically for loan repayment. You don't need a full business. Even small consistent income matters. For example, Sarah starts freelancing online doing simple tasks like writing or design work. She earns an extra $300 a month and puts all of it toward her loan. Now imagine that over 2 years. That is thousands shaved off the principal, which reduces interest significantly. And that's the hidden advantage most people miss. You're not just paying faster. You're reducing future interest growth. But here's the problem. Many people think they need advanced skills to start earning extra money. That's not true. You just need consistency and a simple skill you can monetize. Now let's talk about something more strategic. The sixth method is loan consolidation, but with caution. Consolidation means combining multiple loans into one payment. This can simplify things and sometimes reduce interest. But here's where people get it wrong. They think consolidation always saves money. It doesn't. Sometimes it just makes repayment easier, not cheaper. So use consolidation only if your main problem is confusion or missed payments, not just interest rate reduction. Now let's move into a mindset shift that changes everything. The seventh method is rounding up your payments. This sounds small, but it is powerful over time. If your monthly payment is $265, round it up to $300. That extra $35 goes directly to principal. It reduces interest accumulation quietly in the background. Now here's the interesting part. Because the change is small, your lifestyle barely feels it. But over years it adds up massively. And this leads us to a bigger idea. The eighth strategy is cutting one recurring expense and redirecting it to debt. Think about subscriptions, dining out, or unused services. Let's say Mike cancels a $15 subscription and redirects it monthly. That's not huge on its own, but combined with other small changes, it becomes a powerful debt elimination system. Now stay with me, because the next strategy is something very few people actually use. The ninth method is employer assistance programs. Some companies offer student loan repayment benefits, but employees don't always ask about them. Imagine working at a company that contributes even $100 per month toward your loan. That is $1,200 per year in free debt reduction. But here's the problem. Most people never check. They assume it doesn't exist. Always ask HR tier. Always verify benefits. Now we reach the final strategy, and this one ties everything together. The 10th method is the debt snowball mindset combined with automation. Automation means setting payments to happen without thinking. Snowball means building momentum from small wins. You start with small aggressive actions, automate them, then slowly increase payments as your income grows. Now here's where it gets powerful. As your salary increases over time, instead of upgrading your lifestyle immediately, you increase your loan payments. That difference is what creates financial freedom. Think of it like this. Every raise becomes a weapon against your debt instead of extra spending. Let's bring everything together. If you combine even a few of these strategies, like bi-weekly payments, side income, rounding up payments, and using windfalls, you can drastically reduce your repayment time. Not slightly. Significantly. Most people stay stuck in student loan debt because they only do the minimum and wait for time to fix it. But time alone is not a strategy. Action is the strategy. And the earlier you start, the more you save, because interest compounds in both directions. It either works for you or against you. So here's your takeaway. You don't need to use all 10 strategies at once. You just need consistency with a few of them. Even 2 or 3 can change your financial future completely. The real win is not just paying off debt. It's learning how to control money instead of letting money control you. If you found this helpful, like the video, comment what strategy you're going to try first, and subscribe for more practical money guides that actually help you take control of your finances.